Do you believe in marriage? Do you believe in marriage?
I believe in the concept of marriage from a religious and, ceremonious perspective, but from the state being involved, no. So get married religiously, right?
By the church.
By the church or by the mosque or by the synagogue, but don't do it with the state. But I believe it's the best way to obviously raise children.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. How do you feel about age gap relationships?
Okay. And ladies, you can or not say that I asked that question. It's up to you. So when we read your question, if you want to raise your hand and be like, I asked that question, you can. Oh,
I asked that question.
I think it's good. I think men need to go and get with a younger woman that has less experience than themselves. Women value experience in men. Men value inexperience in women. I think a man should show her all her first. He should be the first one to take her to travel. He should be the first one to take her to Virginia. He should be the first one to put her in a nice car, nice restaurant, trips, whatever it may be, because once a girl experiences that from another guy, it kind of fucks them up. This is why girls that are like older and tend to have more experiences, they're not the best girls to get with. No offense to older ladies on the panel, but as a man, it's in your best interest to get with a man as a man, it's in your best interest to get with a younger woman that's more impressionable, more likely to follow your program, versus getting with an older girl that's stuck in her ways.
All right, well said.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, not a question. I have something to say.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of men go on women's social media and assume that a guy is doing all this for them.
Yeah.
It could be just a girl doing it.
No.
That's very, very rare.
Yeah.
But for me, on the dinners I post is me by myself.
That's fair. But a majority of women that post extravagant lifestyle things, 9 out of 10 times they don't pay for it.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's just the reality. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry.
If you see a chick posting in Dubai, you see a chick posting in, the French Riviera or yachts or whatever, she ain't pay for it. 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Is there a rarity where they pay for it themselves?
Sometimes.
Of course.
What if their family has money, the lady?
Then
that would be an exception.
That's one reason why it matters.
Yeah, but that's rare.
But all the Instagram models you see on there on yachts in Dubai, there's just no way they're doing that.
You see her in a ticket post. If you see her posting photos in a Lamborghini or something like that, bro, women don't buy exotic cars.
It's true.
Men overwhelmingly buy exotic cars. If you look at purchasers of Ferraris and Porsches and everything else like that, it's almost always men. So, yeah.
Okay, what would you consider a red flag in a woman? So, a red flag in a woman.
I said that.
Okay. Just one? I mean, there's a million.
Yeah.
But you give one, I give one.
All right, you give one first because I answered all
So,
those
say if she's doing whole type behavior and wants to be wifey, then I think that's a red flag because it's like you're pretending to be wifey, but your actions show otherwise. So, I think on some level, you're being a hoe. Disqualifies you from being a wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say.
Being a hoe, like what?
For example,
OnlyFans.
What do you consider whole type behavior?
For example, what you do.
Oh shit!
Have guy friends. Go ahead.
I would say.
That's not how you talk to your sister.
I would say the biggest red flag is a girl that does not listen or get on your program. Girls that are combative and don't listen, useless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as a man, your job is to be the leader, and if she wants to sit there and argue with you and be rambunctious or whatever,
what if you're not a good leader, though? What if you're not being a good leader, and that's why your gir's not listening? Then what?
That's completely possible.
Too,
This is why I tell guys all the time: you need to get your money on point. You need to get in shape. You need to be superior to your girl in every way.
Right.
You need to be stronger than her, bigger than her, faster than her, smarter than her, make more money than her.
Yep.
So when you tell her shut up, she shuts up.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not.
And she respects you as well.
You got to be. Yeah. She has to respect you, but she only respects you if you're better than her. But I think a big component and the cornerstone of relationship working is the guy's got to be better than his girl in every way. And if you tell her to shut up, she needs to be. Oh, sorry, and she shuts up.
But do you think though that great leaders, like I see a lot of the time, great leaders accept feedback? Mm-hmm. Would you not be willing to accept feedback from a woman that you were dating?
Of course. I mean, her take is going to be important to a degree.
So
but you're the final decision maker. Yeah. Of course, her opinion is important.
That's your girl.
But that's your girl. But you're the final decision maker. That's at the end of the day. She can give a suggestion or, hey, I think this, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you have to be the deciding official. I don't believe in this whole, I think the whole concept of 50-50 partnerships is a lie. I think that only could potentially work with like two females. But in a male and female dynamic, we've shown it that women have a need to be with a man that's superior to them. And if they're with a man that they feel is equal, that's when they start to disrespect her, and that's when they start to lose attraction. That's when they start to get bored.
Agreed.
Like, she needs to be anxious when she's around you. She needs to feel as though, holy fuck, this guy is so much better than me. Like, fucking any girl would want him. Like, I better be on my, P's and Q's. And it's unfortunate that it's that way, but women are attracted to men that they are chasing the validation of. Men, on the other hand, we don't need that. Like, a girl can be infatuated with you, treat you really well, etc. You're not going to break up with a girl for being boring. However, if you pedestalize her and you give her flowers and you're this fucking nice guy and you do all this bullshit, she will get bored with you. Men don't require spontaneity to stay exciting. Women do, however. So for a woman to get that spontaneity and that excitement, she needs to feel as though her position isn't solid, unfortunately.
Can I comment on that?
I've talked about this. We had a psychologist come on and we actually talked about this, and I'll give you a check in the comment. In every relationship, there's the adoree and the adored. The woman needs to be the man needs to be the adoree, and the man needs to be the adored, and the woman needs to be the adoree. And the reason why is because women need more emotional stimuli in a relationship to be satisfied and happy. And the only way you're going to experience that emotional stimuli is if you're the person that's adoring the other individual. So women need that to stay in place. Men, however, girl treats you good, whatever. Even if you cheat on her, go fuck another bitch, you're like, damn, but this girl's a ride or die. I ain't leaving her. She cooks and cleans and all this other shit. Men rarely leave women. That's why anytime a girl says anything, that's why I knew right away. As soon as you said, he broke up with me, I was like, yeah, you must have been insufferable. Because men never leave chicks if they treat them well. Yeah, you called me on
my bullshit for sure with that one.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
Gotcha, bitch.
So that's why I think that's why the man has to be the leader, because it automatically puts him in the adored situation. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we could be gentlemen and get you flowers every fucking day and treat you amazing. But women don't respond favorably to that. Nice guys finish last. Someone's gonna say something? Oh, go ahead.
I forget where I heard this from, but I agree with what you mean about how the woman should adore the man. I feel like whenever
for it to last.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And as like if you're a girlfriend or a wife to your husband, your husband has girlfriends on the side, and you get comfortable and you're not doing things that make him extra happy every day and pushing that mile, you get comfortable, then other women know that they want your place. The girlfriends want to be the wife, and they're going to compete and do everything they can to take the wife's place. And if you get too comfortable, then I feel like your position could be teeter-tottering. I can't think of the word, but teeter-totter is all that comes to mind. Am I wrong? Or?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that is the necessary ingredient to keep women interested, is they can't know that they're solidified. This is why when women get married, a lot of times sexless marriages are extremely common. Women initiate most divorces. Why? Because they get bored most of the time. Guys get fat, they get lazy, they don't stay the man that attracted them in the first place. They become more soft. Oh, okay, honey, anything you want. The worst thing you could do is like give a girl everything she wants. But if you give a guy everything he wants, he ain't fucking going nowhere, bro. Guys are, we're used to the world challenging us already, so we don't need to be challenged by our girl. But a woman, though, however, needs to be challenged by her man. That's just my take on it. I don't know. You guys don't have to agree or disagree.
And if the man isn't secure within himself, I feel like the woman will intimidate him.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he has to be. That's why he has to be superior. Well, that's why it's so important that there needs to be the age gap, and then that man needs to be superior to her. Because then this whole intimidation thing, it would never happen.
On the other end, if the guy's making less money than you, and you're leading him, he's gonna say, you know what? All right, I'm not doing my role correctly, so I'm gonna fight back in a different way, which is cheating, and taking your money, and finessing you. Which is why I told you earlier, the guys you dated,
and then you're gonna resent him. Like anytime a girl's in a breadwinner spot where she's providing for the guy, she starts to get resentful. Oh, you a fucking bum. You nag him more. You get annoying. You become more bitchy. You don't want to have sex with him.
That's another reason why the man would leave the woman.
That too, yeah.
100%.
So when you say I did all this for you, he's going to feel like you wasn't treating him like a man. Or
because women aren't natural providers. That's why I was kind of making fun of you earlier when you're like, oh, support him. Come on, man. Once you're making $1 million plus, you broke your ass. Like, you making $100K? Fuck out of here. Like that's just how it is. Like, women don't respect men that are less than them. Like, they just can't. It's almost biologically impossible. Like, they might tolerate it for a bit, but I've never seen those relationships last long term. And every relationship I've ever seen last long term, the guy is superior to the girl. He can get other women. The girl is fucking happy and ecstatic that he picked her, and that's how it goes. And he's a traditionally masculine guy. He pays all the bills. He takes care of her. That's the only time I've seen things last. I never see it last the other way around.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
When would you say a woman's ready to be married? From Cindy.
When is a woman ready to be married?
Yeah. Cindy?
As soon as she turns 18, in my opinion.
All right.
Well, I think girls should get married as young as they can. Because and the reason why isn't necessarily because like I want you to be a wife early. It's that that's when you have the most value, right? So if you go to a casino and you gamble, right? It's probably best if not that gambling is good, but just for the purposes of this analogy, if you're going to go to the casino, right? It's best for you to probably go in there with the most money that you have, right? And go early before it gets crowded, right? You want to leave when you're up. You don't want to necessarily leave when you're negative. And I think what women don't get is that once you reach a certain age, you start to become negative in the casino, and then what ends up happening? Well, you have to leave with a loss. That's exactly like the dating market. If you leave when the chips are down, you're not gonna leave satisfied. You're gonna leave mad as hell. Yeah. So you want to leave when the chips are up, and your chips are up for a woman is when you're younger.
But a lot of people look at me crazy when I say I want marriage at an early age.
That's because because feminism is taking over. Feminism indoctrinates women to chase a career, make money, chase education, and there'll be a man waiting for you at the end of the line. And the reality is that a lot of times it's not true.
Because I know a lot of older women that are still single.
Yeah, because
and does have the career.
This is what happens, right? When you make money, you become successful. And you said that you make a lot of money for yourself, so I want to get your take on this. As you get older and you make more money and you become more successful, your tolerance for male stupidity goes down. You're not going to deal with a guy that don't got a car no more. You're not going to deal with a guy that doesn't have a job. You're not going to deal with a guy that can't string along sentences or send you proper text messages with proper punctuation. Your tolerance for male stupidity goes down. Well, guess what happens? As your tolerance goes down, your standards go up. Standards go up, the men that are suitable for you go down. Now you're eliminating 80-90% of men from potentially being partners. So your standards go up, but here's the problem. Your value as a woman, not a value as a person, your value as a woman goes down. You're getting older and you're making more money, and you demand more. However, the man that you want wants younger, firmer, tighter. Yeah. So how do you compete? It's tough for your older women a lot of the times, especially when you make a lot of money.
That's why they say men, as they get older, that's their prime. Like
yes.
30s and then
30s,
mid-30s.
40s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and as a woman get older, they say
Yeah. After 25, I feel like it's 18 to 25 is the green area. I can't think of the word. Prime.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's sadly
universally that's
not
what
that anymore.
That's what men find the most attractive. Now, are there women that are exceptions that could be 30 years old plus and look good and still find a guy? Yeah. For sure.
But the mindset.
But it's going to be tough because as they get older and make more money, it's very difficult for them to be with a man that's less than them.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on? I mean, you're probably very selective, right? Because you said you're financially successful yourself.
Yes, and I am super duper selective. I don't have any tolerance for male stupidity. I don't have any tolerance for stupidity at all. And if you have less than me, it's a no for me.
I mean, you're 30, man. So you can't
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Would it be fair to say that you're dating men? What's your bare minimum income requirement for you?
$100K a year.
100K bare minimum. So bare minimum. Off of that, automatically 85% of men are disqualified.
Yeah. There's an app for that where you put in, it's like the women delusion or something.
Yeah,
like that.
we got our own. That's actually
it's crazy.
Better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to see it.
Actually, no, because it's all. It's 15% of all Americans make $100,000 a year or more. So if we're gonna just take single men that are attractive, it's even less. So automatically 85% of all Americans are taken off if we account for tall enough, what you like in, personality, all that. Less than 5% of men. So
yeah, that's crazy.
There's also a lot of men that are in their mid 30s or late 30s that are cheating on their wife their same age with younger women.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I've ran into a man in Sunnyisles Beach.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
was he
Russian?
Married. She's snitching.
Was he Russian?
She's snitching.
I mean, I also work at a resort called Aquilina. It's a spot called KU. I met him there.
No, I know that spot.
Shit.
It's a lot of Russians and Jews.
Yep.
He was married.
Yep.
He had a kid.
I saw you. I was like, what are you going to say that?
No, we're on Rumble, so you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
Let's go.
Yeah, Sunnyisles, there's a lot of money out there.
Yeah, but I'm not really. I want to be married with kids too, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think women should get married younger just because, like I said, your chances go up to find the best guy. And then as you get older and you make more money, it's just tougher. Right? Like right now, I mean, is dating tough for you now at 30, making the kind of money that you make?
It's nearly impossible.
And with 2 kids.
It's tough.
It's nearly impossible.
It's
Mama,
tough.
and you
So
came
should
to
lower your
Miami.
standards then.
Yes, it makes it even more
Okay.
nearly impossible.
What?
we got another question.
All right.
Because we got quite a few here.
Okay.
Thoughts on swinging? I guess like swinging, like for example, parties and events.
Okay for the man,
Pineapples.
unacceptable for the female.
Yeah, I would never share my girl.
Yeah. Unacceptable for the woman.
Okay. We have here worst dating experience.
And I would argue, I'll take it a step further. You guys can tell me if you agree or not. I think if a woman truly loves and respects you, all other men are invisible to her.
Yes, that's
I
true.
agree.
100%.
So-
Absolutely.
110%.
So if she wants to swing,
Swing
you ain't
somewhere
doing-
else.
you fucking up, guys.
Somewhere else. Worst dating experience. Catfished.
Oh yeah,
Instagram says one thing.
that sucks.
Person, I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
who are you?
That sucks.
Who are you, bro?
That's why I think
So how did you end that?
Say
How did that
No,
go
I
at the end?
don't
Huh?
do the
That was
social
my
media dating
question.
thing.
I want to know, how did that go at the end once you were catfish? Did you just kick her out?
Yeah,
Or
like, what happened?
how did you finish
Tell them
that?
fresh.
Oh no,
How did that
it
go?
went great.
How did you cut?
So you were the gentleman that let her stay.
What?
You said it went great.
Yeah,
So
for me.
Oh, because you still got what you wanted at the end of the day.
What about you?
Got fresh as so. Okay, ambiguous. No, I mean, like the worst date or the worst experience. What specifically are you asking for?
just your worst dating experience, really.
I remember I went out with like this German chick one time that was like super fucking masculine and rude, and that was annoying.
Yeah.
Like masculine women are extremely like I don't think girls get it that like when you act like a dude it's really annoying. Most men will never have the balls to tell you. I told this girl, which actually led to the fucking arguments. But yeah, acting like a guy, talking like a guy, behaving like a guy. Men may or may not tell you, but we automatically put you in a box when you do dumb shit.
So did you smash Myron or you left?
No, I left her.
All right.
Bro, I didn't even pay the bill. I was so fucking annoyed. and she. Well, hold on. I paid my half. Excuse me.
Okay.
I paid my half. I said 50. So this is what happened. We're there at this taco spot, right? And she's being annoying, whatever. And she orders all this shit. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So I said, all right, I just want a soda. And then, and I said, separate checks, by the way. And I said that on the onset. She, like right when the food came out, she fucking loses her shit. She's like, looks at me, and I could see just like fucking burning right in her face. And she gets up and she's like, go fuck yourself. She like walks out the restaurant. And I'm just like sitting there drinking my fucking soda. I'm like,
I have a
all right,
question. What made her
So-
masculine to you?
The one thing that she said that really, that I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? She asked me, what are you looking for? Which, you know, when girls ask that dumbass question, right? It's like, whatever. So I always keep it ambiguous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, well, you know, I'm, you know, just kind of seeing where it goes. And she's like, oh, so you're just fucking people. And I was like, I was like, well, that was extremely rude. Just like that. Like, oh, that was rude. Like, what's your problem? And she like didn't, I guess not used to guys like telling her like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And she didn't like that. And then after that, that's when I said separate checks. And then she lost her shit. So yeah, whatever. She got mad. And she like walked out and left the food there and fucking like said fuck yourself and like made a whole scene when she did it. I'm just sitting there drinking my soda, whatever.
How dare you?
Fanta was pretty good. It was yeah, I was like fuck it, man. I was because I remember that day I had done like a really hard workout and I needed calories. That's why I remember. I was so fucking tired dealing with her, tired before I dealt with her dumbass.
You drink
So I
regular
was on
soda?
low patience. Every now and then I will, like once a month or so, I'll drink like full calorie soda.
But it goes to show
If
that
I'm like
like
really low, I'm
even
losing
at a
weight.
high level, you're still dealing with bullshit.
Yeah,
Nobody's safe.
yeah, I was in a huge calorie deficit that day. All right, what up?
Dream relationship. What's your dream scenario? I guess.
5 wives.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 main girls. It's really tough to balance anything past that, and then you know you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I want to have a loving
Why is that
wife.
funny?
Like one woman, a loving wife, and maybe a dog,
Or cat.
and maybe a kid or two.
You just saying what I want to hear now again, or
That's absolutely beautiful.
Like, here's the thing. I know some girls like
gorgeous.
think that that's crazy, but I've done it before, and they're all friends to this day.
Who?
I'm not with like 2 of them or whatever, but like they, what ends up happening is right. So since I have like a screening process of when I deal with girls or whatever, I typically look for girls that have certain traits and characteristics. Once I introduce them to each other, they end up like
That
being
can click.
friends
Wait, who?
and getting along. Chris, man.
Niggas
You
like,
know,
Baby
nigga.
mama 1, 2, and 3 all
Yeah.
being friends.
So
I like-
So
they,
isn't that like a poly?
you can say that polygamous situation.
yeah.
You can say that, but I never do threesomes with them though. That's like a rule. You don't. You never want to do a
You with
threesome
them,
with
but
any
they not
main
with
girl.
each other.
Huh?
You with them, but they not with each other.
No, they were all
Separate.
hetero. But like I wouldn't do it even if they were bi, I wouldn't do a threesome because that will set you up for problems. Like a lot of guys like to do that. They'll try to do a threesome with their main girl. Even with a rando, you don't want to do that.
Nah.
It sets you up for failure.
It's a bad setup.
Threesomes are definitely when there's a relationship.
Oh, you agree that it could be called problematic? Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just to understand, you said your dream relationship was a wife, a loving wife,
A
a
dog.
dog, and
Okay.
a couple children.
One or two, maybe.
One or two.
She's stroking the mic.
Ooh.
Chris.
Are you question? I think the question here is: are you just saying what she wants to hear?
Next question. So it
Here's the
says,
scary part. You don't know.
yeah. Does being a stripper, past or present, make a woman unwifeable? Add a note here: a stripper who does not prostitute.
Okay.
That's my question.
Okay. I would say in 99% of cases, it's a disqualifier. And the reason why, to explain, strippers have to put themselves in very precarious situations to earn a living. Random men touching you, a lot of girls, and it's competitive now too. Since so many girls like fuck for money that are strippers, you almost always have to do that to make money as well. It's very difficult for you to actually make money by being on the pole. Let's keep it 1,000. So the lifestyle, a lot of them have to do drugs and alcohol to cope with with being in that profession, sell themselves, etc. There's just so many different factors that come in that can fuck with that girl's psyche and her mindset. And once a woman is fucked in the head, it's very difficult for you to rehabilitate that and deal with it, right? They always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That's the quintessential example. So are there strippers out there that might have reformed and changed and could be a potentially wifeable girl? Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. But in general, it's not rehabable.
So would you date someone that was a stripper in the past?
No. Me personally, I would not, because I understand that what that lifestyle entails. I've dealt with plenty of strippers in my time, and it's just the risk is not worth it, especially when there's women out there that aren't tainted. It kind of comes back to if I was gonna go on a cross country trip, right? I got a Honda over here, right, that runs good, right? It looks good, but it has 200,000 miles on it, versus I could buy a brand new one with 0 mileage on, right? And my life depends on me making it from New York to California. Which vehicle am I going to pick to make that long journey? I'm probably going to go with the newer car. Even though the older car is capable and there's a chance that I can get across, the likelihood is slim. So I'm going to maximize my options, I'm going to go with the newer vehicle. And what I'm talking about when I say that journey is I'm talking about marriage and a long-term relationship. Yeah. So that's why I would say a lot of the times it's extremely risky. And the more money you have and the more status you have, etc., the more you risk when you take on a girl like that.
And I mean, men get that type of money, I feel, to have a woman of such exclusivity to them. You know, I feel like I don't think men with money are going to want the common
And then
girls.
your image comes with it too, right? So like, with men, your entire empire can be tarnished by the past acts of your woman. Look at Logan Paul. Yeah. Before he did his fight, right, what did Dylan Dennis do? Just went and attacked his ex-girl. Look at all these pictures. He showed like 100+ images of his wife with other men. We don't even know if she fucked them, but just the implication in itself can tarnish your legacy and your reputation. Look at Will Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith embarrassed the fuck out of him at that red table. Emma's legacy tarnished, right? Yeah. So a girl doing stupid shit can hurt you really bad as a man from an image standpoint. So the more money and status you have, the more you have to be, you have to protect your last name. And that's kind of what it comes down to. So
this ain't Pretty Woman, you know.
All right, last one here.
I mean, the movies.
Do y'all think it's okay for your woman to cheat? No.
No, next. All right.
I think, because the reason why, to go on it, I think is if a girl cheats on you, right, and has sex with another man, she's had to get to a certain point mentally to do that. I would argue if she's even talking to another guy, it's over, because she's mentally checked out at that point. You know, I think women are loyal by nature to the right guy. Yeah. But that loyalty will absolutely be tested if you're not loyal to your mission. You must be loyal to your mission, and then she will in turn be loyal to you.
What do you think from a male point of view? Like if a man cheats, it doesn't mean anything?
Controversial take. I don't think women should get mad when a man has sex with another girl. And I have varying weighs on this, right?
To a man, it may not mean anything to the girl, but the feelings may occur, and then it may enter an affair or anything like that.
So I figured this out after talking to so many girls, right? We've interviewed almost 3,000 girls, and I've always wondered, like, why do girls have such an issue with dudes having sex with other girls? But then it hit me. The reason why is because women know that if they fuck another guy, it's over. It's a wrap. They don't respect that man no more. They don't give a fuck about him. But what they falsely do is they think he had to get to that same mindset to fuck this other girl. But what they don't realize, for us, we didn't have to get to that mindset to fuck the other girl. She was hot and available. But for you guys, it's a big issue to fuck another guy. So you think a man has to go to that same level mindset-wise to do it, and the reality is we don't.
A lot of girls I know, they'll drink, smoke, and it just happens.
But ask yourself, like, they had to numb their ability to think about it, right? That's important. We could fuck sober, man.
Yeah.
If the opportunity is there and she's hot and she's available, we'll do it sober. Especially if we know we're not going to get caught. So I say this, right? So girls get mad at me when I say this, but I think if you could take one piece of advice from this podcast, I'll say this. All men are going to cheat. It's about not all. 99% of the men that you encounter throughout your lifetime are going to cheat. It's about finding the one that you're willing to tolerate it from. So my thing is, also understand what you're getting with. If you're getting with a guy that's 6 foot plus, making $100,000 plus per year, he's attractive, he's in good shape, etc. Congratulations, you just found yourself 1% man. But guess what? All the other girls are going to want him too. Be prepared to share that guy. But you will never get a high value man to yourself, ever. You will never do it and get it to yourself. Other women are always going to want him, and at some point he's going to break and he's going to fuck one of these chicks. So I say, the more attractive your man, deal with it. Or if you want a guy to be loyal to me, go the more regular nigga. But women don't want regular guys.
I think it's pretty simple though. I think simple, right? Because look at it as a hot pocket. A guy goes into his fridge or freezer, whatever, gets a hot pocket, puts it in the microwave, eats it. A girl's like, what should I eat today? Should I eat bananas, hot pocket, pizza, Italian food? She says, you know what? After all day thinking what she wants to eat, she'll go hot pocket, but after the fact. But she thought about it the whole day. So on some level, guys are ready to go right away because they'll think about it emotionally and say, okay, I'm making this choice because I feel like it's the best choice for me at this point. That's what I would say.
Did you just call yourself a hot pocket?
No, the girl.
All right. Just confirming there if I understood that correctly.
She totally missed the analogy.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
You were going to say something else?
I thought as when men increase their value, they become pickier with their women.
That's why he doesn't want a common woman.
No. That is true to a degree.
So they won't even look a certain woman way if she's dressed a certain kind of way.
To wife. Key. Yeah. So when men deal with women, we put a girl in 2 categories. Wife material.
Not wife.
Have fun material.
Yeah.
The have fun, that's anything a lot of times. You might want to do a black girl one day, an Asian girl another day, maybe a BBW. It doesn't matter. Features. Like guys will do whatever in this. They'll do some strange. That's where that whole term came from. But when it comes to wifey, guys are typically pretty linear in that situation.
Yeah.
But when it comes to having just sex with, that's different. So I would say for the girl, your job is to, get yourself in that wife category.
All right.
And again, I don't think a girl should get mad if a dude steps out and has sex with another girl. I think it would be very foolish for a girl to end a multi-year relationship or leave a guy that they truly like because he has sex with another girl.
Whenever it happens,
especially if you're picky as a female.
Yeah. Whenever it happens, think about that hot pocket. You got it.
But I mean, if he's lying about it, then that doesn't count. That doesn't.
I feel like if you're gonna lie about it, you know you're doing something wrong.
If you're to come to me and say, "Hey,
that's a fair criticism.
I'm gonna be with you, and this is the case, and this is the case, and I can't cheat. If I gonna be the one to be like, yo, all right, I'm done saying. He said he is going to be with other women. He can't be with me. If I made that decision wholly, then okay. But if you're gonna tell me this, and that, like
you just said, you don't want to know. Why is he gonna tell you?
Yeah,
you don't want to know.
I'm saying, no. You said a scenario, and I said I would rather not know. But then you're proving my point. Now I know. Now I find out. Why you let me find out if I just told you I didn't want to know?
No, the point is,
I never looked.
He won't tell you.
But how I know if he didn't tell me?
So what you just, I don't know. No, I don't see if you realize that you kind of contradict yourself.
Yeah, he did.
So what you just explained is precisely why men aren't honest with women. So I'm honest personally. I told girls I'm never gonna be monogamous, but 99% of men aren't gonna do that because they're gonna get the reaction they just got from you right now. So most girls are not gonna accept it. So they're like, all right, why am I gonna tell a girl she's not gonna accept it, and I lose her? I might as well just sell her the dream, make her happy, and just do my best to hide it. That's what most guys do.
Yeah,
unfortunately. So I think men should be honest. I think it's fucked up when they lie, personally.
Yeah.
Right.
However, I'm preparing you guys for reality, not dream world. Most guys are going to lie to you.
Yep.
They're not going to tell you the truth. So what I'm saying is, when you go through his phone and you see fucking Mindy in there, you're like, who the fuck is Mindy? Breathe. Realize, do I have the title? Do I have a ring? Or is this man providing for me? Is this guy taking care of me? That's when you start to assess, what is this guy bringing to you? If he's not bringing shit to you, then yeah, break it up. Yeah. Cool. But if he's providing for you and you have a great time with him and you're really attracted to him, etc., is it worth tarnishing an entire relationship because he stuck a dick in some other bitch that he doesn't even give a fuck about? I think that's foolish.
What if you do care about her in some kind of way?
Probably won't.
Because I've seen a lot of marriages, the man have a woman and he take care of another woman.
And let's say even if he did care, it's probably not going to be the same level as you.
My dad married his side bitch.
Probably because of what?
You married the side bitch?
Yeah.
What did your mom do to fuck that up?
He's Cuban.
Yeah.
He is.
That makes sense. That's what they do.
He married his next side bitch too.
Yeah.
Well, he's Cuban.
Did the same thing he did to the side bitch to another
And
one.
the chick he's with now been his side bitch to the last 2 marriages.
That is Cuban behavior 101 in Miami.
But if the main girl isn't a pain in the ass and she accepts it, bro, he ain't leaving, bro. I'm telling you. Like, ladies, if you have a guy and he fucks other bitches and you're cool with it and you don't give him a headache, I promise you he's not going nowhere. He's not going fucking nowhere.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
A quick question: Are your parents, you guys' parents, still married? Are your
Yeah, my parents are still together.
So your father cheats on your mom?
No, but that's because he was a brokey.
Oh, so he isn't a brokey now?
Nah, he's still a brokey by my terms. But I mean, like, I love my dad. I grew up without money. So like, we had a lot of love and not a lot of money. My dad didn't really, he just hit 6 figures like recently, but he's under that now. He makes less than that. So I take care of them now. But the thing is that my dad always used to make jokes that if he had money, he would have 4 wives. I grew up in a Muslim household. But in Islam, you can't have 4 wives. You have to be able to provide financially for each. So that's the checks and balances for it. That's why I tell girls all the time, if your dude got money, be prepared to share him.
I could understand like where your whole ideology comes from more now.
It simply works. Like multiple women and one guy, it works. I know a lot of modern Western women don't like the concept, but in practice it works.
I could understand where you're coming from with what you're bringing now. What about you? Your parents still married?
Not together.
Not together?
My dad passed away.
Oh, yeah. My condolences.
No, but he left earlier though. My nigga said, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
He didn't come back with a milk.
Holy.
Y'all ran out of hot
You want some milk, son?
You tell that story. Like, did he really go to the grocery store and say, I'll be back? Like, I know you always tell that joke, but
from what I heard, bro, he drove away and never came back. I don't know what it was for, but hey, he never came back.
He just like drove away. He didn't say where he was going. Nothing.
He went to get coconut milk.
I think, to be honest, bro, I get it. My mom's very nagging, so I get why he left. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Oh man.
Yo, you know what, Dad? I'm older. I understand why you left, bro. I understand.
Oh shit.
Damn. All right, let's wrap it up, please.
But hey.